In our quest to identify toxic individuals in our lives, we often overlook the need for introspection. It's essential to acknowledge that even the best of us can display toxic behaviors or patterns unwittingly. In this eye-opening discussion, we'll explore the signs that might indicate you're exhibiting toxic traits without realizing it. Discover the true meaning of toxicity and learn effective ways to identify and address these behaviors, paving the path towards personal growth and positive change. Here are 6 signs that you might be a toxic person and ways to address it. Number 1. You avoid conflict directly. Conflict is uncomfortable, leading us to avoid confronting tricky situations directly, often finding ways to evade them. However, beating around the bush and expressing hidden hostility through sullen behavior, stubbornness, and subtle insults only worsens the problem, transforming a single conflict into a larger issue. Passive aggressiveness hurts relationships and proves unhelpful, despite the logical arguments or emotions involved. The key to resolving such conflicts is recognizing that difficult conversations seem scarier in our minds than in reality. Number 2. You're always sarcastic. Signs of a sarcastic person include frequently making witty and clever remarks, often using irony or mockery in their communication. They may use sarcasm as a default mode of humor, even in serious or sensitive situations. They may also display a tendency to mask their true feelings or emotions behind sarcastic remarks, making it challenging for others to understand their genuine intentions. Additionally, a sarcastic person may rely on sarcasm as a defense mechanism to avoid being emotionally vulnerable or to deflect from personal topics. To address this, it's crucial to be mindful of the impact of our remarks on others, especially in vulnerable moments. Number 3. You yearn for tragedy. When seeking change, we often find ourselves conflicted between the desire for transformation and the comfort of the status quo, which secretly benefits us. Sometimes, we unknowingly revel in attention from drama and pity parties, getting trapped in a repetitive cycle. A clear sign of this is seeking solutions only to dismiss them, seeking attention from others while neglecting to address the root issue. Although it may feel gratifying, this behavior burdens our friends, who end up constantly supporting us. To break free, it's essential to stop managing symptoms and instead focus on mastering ourselves, drawing inspiration from past positive experiences to propel personal growth and regain control of our lives. Number 4. You joke about everything. We've all encountered that individual who constantly adds, haha, to every sentence and turns everything into a joke, even when the subject matter is serious or sad. This behavior might stem from a lack of knowing how to cope with the situation or feeling uneasy about confronting past emotional wounds. As a defense mechanism, they use lightheartedness as an escape. The solution is to understand that it's perfectly all right not to have all the answers at once. Instead of resorting to laughter, it's more respectful to express your discomfort and uncertainty by saying, I feel a little uncomfortable and uncertain because I'm not used to this. This open and honest approach can foster a deeper connection between you and your loved one as you navigate the complexities of being human. Number 5. You believe flaws pointed out lead to change. One of the most embarrassing situations is when someone with good intentions gathers others to shame you for a flaw, believing it will motivate you to change. These stories often emerge in families, where the flaw could range from a mental health difficulty to a bad skin day. It's essential to recognize that this behavior is hurtful and creates a sense of alienation. When we already know we're not at our best, such actions further exacerbate feelings of shame and anxiety, as we struggle to adapt or mourn the loss of our former selves. Instead of resorting to shaming, a more supportive approach is needed. This approach allows the individual to lead the conversation when they feel comfortable, fostering a safe and empathetic space for them to open up about their experiences and feelings. Number 6. You force your truth on others. When we discover a solution after being stuck for a long time, we often feel the urge to share it enthusiastically with our loved ones, whether it's about weight loss or spiritual salvation. There's a subconscious drive to validate our beliefs by having more people subscribe to them, as spiritual author Paulo Coelho points out. However, this desire to proselytize can backfire, as forcing our truths onto others can feel intrusive and uncomfortable. It's important to recognize that what works for us may not work for someone else, as solutions should be tailored to individual personalities, experiences, and circumstances for the best outcome. It's important to note that everyone can display toxic traits at times, but the key is to recognize these behaviors, take responsibility, and work towards positive change. Self-awareness, willingness to change, and seeking support through therapy or counseling can be valuable steps toward personal growth and building healthier relationships with others.